So we're rolling now. We're rolling.
All
So
right.
whenever you're
Well,
ready.
let's on three, one, two.
Two.
Hi
Did you
everyone.
just crack a
Welcome back to the
beer?
TVD podcast. This is Douglas once again, and I am joined by Jose once again.
How you doing, everyone? I'm
Firstly,
here with my water, drinking a nice water.
I am sipping a nice Funky Buddha hard seltzer.
Ooh,
A this is a lime cherry, a key lime cherry flavor.
it's to match the topic of the day, isn't it?
Yes, yes. We'll be today. I wanted, we mentioned last episode that we're from Miami, and I feel like a lot of people don't know what it's like to live in Miami or in Florida. So we're just gonna go through it. But
Mm-hmm.
firstly, how'd your Labor Day go?
My Labor Day was very nice. I just spent it at home, relaxing. Went over to hang out with Jazz. Besides that, it was very relaxed. Stayed away from people. That was a big thing to do on my list, and I achieved that, so pretty good. How about
Uh, I,
yourself,
I
man?
I say for me, it was funny because I got to see kind of the opposite. I myself also stay at home, just me and parents. We don't
Mm-hmm.
do anything. Sunday we invited a close friend of ours to just a small little barbecue, so it's just 5 people.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
And then Monday, our neighbors from across the street, they're like, "Hey, we're gonna have a big party because someone is coming up." So just, you know, like 2 o'clock, you start seeing cars just pile up, pile up, pile up on the driveway, and it looked like a madhouse.
Hold on.
And I'm just, yeah,
Oh no no no! Keep talking, keep talking. I got something that came into my head as you were saying that.
okay. And essentially, so many people, it's like coronavirus was never a thing to these people. They might be Cuban, so who knows? They probably doesn't exist in
Oh
their mind.
well, what
They're
is?
great people, but still, yeah.
No no no! As you were mentioning that, that reminded me of like that one meme where it's like the guy laying in bed, and then all he hears is like the Spanish music start playing.
That is essentially my house. If it's, oh man, if it's not them, like they're nice people, so I
Oh
couldn't
yeah.
care less about the party, and it's not loud enough for me to hear it. But man, like to the back of in the back of our house, we have these neighbors. There's always a party on a random weekday, never on a weekend,
Oh
always
yeah.
on a weekday, and I'll just be trying to sleep, and I just hear "Kuriki takate, kuriki takata," and it
Oh
just kept
yeah.
going and going. And I know a lot of times like the people just get drunk and they start trying to sing or they start trying to talk and you're like oh chico,
Yeah yeah yeah. That's all.
and I have my room's the closest to them, which means I get the worst of it all. I get to hear it. My mind has just learned to just blank it out whenever I see it, whenever I hear there's a party going on,
Mm-hmm.
even though sometimes I do have to go sleep with YouTube on in the background.
Just to kind of muffle it. That's your white
Yeah,
noise.
just something to just get rid of them. Just like why on weekdays, you know?
It's like that old proverb: club going up on a Tuesday, or is
I
it
mean,
Monday?
it's the middle of nowhere in Carroll City.
Oh, there you go. Everyone knows your address now.
That's fine,
Congratulations.
whatever. If they
uh,
look me up, they'll find me.
yeah, you're the one dug in the neighborhood.
Honestly.
Yeah.
No, so neighbors across the street, they have a party. They invite us, of course, because we're very friendly with them.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad sees it like, oh, what a great idea. Passes it to my mom. She's like, no, hell no. I hate
Mm-hmm.
this idea. Let's be nice, give him a present, but that's it. I don't want to touch him. I don't want to go anywhere near him.
Yeah, just give them a bottle of wine and just be like, "Oh, see you
Yeah,
next time, guys."
exactly. No, then one of the other neighbors gets all angry,
Mm-hmm.
goes over in his pajamas, and just starts complaining to them that he's gonna call the police.
Oh, I thought it was the neighbors having the party, getting mad at you guys for not coming.
No, 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 no.
They end up bringing the party to your house.
They bring the party to us.
You didn't want to join us, so we're just gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, and that's when we get in the most trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Then we get the cops calling us. No, and then there was a moment I was outside and I heard police, like a police car. I'm like, oh no, they're coming for them, aren't they? Like it sounds like they're right there on the block. They're taking a turn.
Uh-huh.
I see it pass her street, and I'm like, like I was like, oh no, what's gonna happen? They're gonna kick all these people out.
Mm-hmm.
It just went by. That's it.
Oh.
These people were able to enjoy their party.
Not socially distanced, no masks.
I don't imagine so.
I mean, it's hard to eat and drink with a mask in front of you, so I'm pretty sure that
Yeah, it's hard to wear a mask drunk.
Exactly.
I imagine.
Exactly.
Well, anyways, I wanted to also go into Labor Day and talk about something that you and me both appreciate the most, the theme parks.
Yes.
If you could just pull up our first image. If anyone doesn't know, me and Jose are big into theme parks. It just comes with being in Florida.
Yeah.
We live with the whole notion that Disney World and Universal are 3 hours away,
And I mean, you just take a day off and you go up there. I mean, we've done a few day trips.
We have portraited you with numerous day trips.
Yes, they are extremely difficult but extremely fun at the same time. I can vouch for that. All right, so you want me to start at this picture? How do you want to?
Yeah, let's just go through it. So, of course, people want to think the virus is getting better. It's not. It's not getting better. It's not getting worse. It's just kind of this constant. It's
still
there.
happening. It's still happening until there's
people still want to go to the parks. And look at this.
Let me bring us in a little closer here, so we can see how wonderful and chaotic this is. Also, by the way, shout out to Disney Food Blog for providing these pictures. They do a great job.
We do not own these pictures.
Yes.
We were not there that day.
Thankfully.
Disney Food Blog, we're thankful to them to go step in the front lines.
Yes, they, as you can see, looks like the same family with the red shirts here. They're socially distanced at least.
I'm not sure about that.
I mean, it's two halves of the same family socially distanced.
I think they're just wearing red shirts, my dude.
Well, oh man. Well, I mean,
I think out of both big theme parks, talking Disney, Universal, because we don't talk about SeaWorld.
Yeah, SeaWorld's just Miami's aquarium.
Yeah, we don't care enough. Yeah.
Exactly. But, I mean, looking at this, I mean, at least it's the further back that you go that it's kind of concerning me. Right? At least right here in this immediate picture, I'm like, okay, they're socially distanced. They're socially distanced. This kid,
that's fine.
Kids are dum-dums anyway. So.
Let's just keep going. Let's see how it gets more. Perfectly fine.
Hey, look, socially distanced. No one's here. Perfect. Again.
Once again.
Perfect. And here is where we start finding. Well, I mean.
This is reasonable. Yeah.
It's
I
reasonable.
must say.
Normally, everyone just crowds up.
Disney did a good job with this.
Yeah. Fairly good job. I like his shirt, by the way, with the flats. I mean, with the
flaps.
Yeah, in the back.
I don't know, man.
Hey, on a hot summer day, those things do wonderful. Oh, we got a little video too. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, let's get this. Oh wait, it has copywritten music. Well, I mean, what the hell?
Yeah, what the hell? We have 3 subscribers, so.
It's a nice little walk.
Nice little walk, lots of space in front of you.
Space around you.
It's probably not until you get to rides where that becomes something dangerous.
I mean, it's nice to know that people are still just stopping in the middle of the street.
Oh, that's always gonna happen, even in anywhere you go.
Yeah.
People are just gonna stop.
I'm looking to make sure everyone's got their mask on. I'm seeing a good, good, good showing. Is there supposed to be something else here? Oh, here it is.
Yeah, yeah, keep going.
Um, a line to get in the bakery. Ooh, I don't know about this, homie.
And here's where the fact that that Magic Kingdom is actually the smallest Disney park kind of
Yes.
comes. It kind of damages, any type of social distancing. Let's keep scrolling down.
Actually, I think right here's the perfect example. They're socially distanced, but every time someone wants to go in, kind of breaks that. But let's go, keep going. Um,
Here's where it starts
yes,
getting comfortable.
there were definitely lots of people in the park, but you could find pockets of space. I mean, yeah,
Yeah, on a normal last year, there'd be no space in between that where your arrow is right now. There'd just
yes.
be no space whatsoever.
All this would be packed. All this would be packed. It would just be all packed. It's funny because what was I gonna like? All these pockets of space. Well, with social distancing and wearing a mask is good. Um, but when you have the mask on properly, I should clarify this. When you wear a mask properly, so cover your mouth and nose, nothing on the sides coming in. Like if you wear a tight mask covering your mouth and nose with enough layers in it, like I think it's 3 layers that the standard medical has, you don't really have to social distance. But because we have people that don't want to do it, I still stand by the wear mask propaganda.
Yeah,
Wear
we all
masks.
stand by the just do it.
Yes, just do it. Stay away from everybody. We don't do this show right next to each other. We do this a fair distance away.
Hmm.
What'd you say? A few miles away. So we're keeping our social distance.
A mile away.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, this
Don't
one.
exaggerate.
Yeah, this
Th-
this one's actually really good. I like the distance here.
That's a good lucky shot. Yeah.
Uh, Madame Leota Sipper. Oh, Woo! Oh my God. Nah, man. Nah, this
Yeah.
this ain't it, homie.
There just isn't space. You know. Do you
if
really want to go there in a Labor Day and stand
oh,
and just get hot? Just have this heat over you this whole entire day.
hold on, I gotta show people what this sipper is. What these people are waiting in line for. Hold on. New tab. Oh, where's the
Oh,
button?
great puff. Great.
Look, they're standing in line for a little sipper. Nah, man, I can't. I can't. Well, I said you could tell this guy's just had it.
He's had it. Dude, I was watching a YouTube video. It was Curtis Connor, and they were looking, and him and his friend were looking at girls who were trying to get their besties to pick their next boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And both of the first episodes, the girls are like, "I want to do. What's your ideal date?" And they say Disney World / Disneyland.
Uh huh.
And I just think how that Disney World is a great place, but it's a horrible first date place.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're a local, uh, horrible.
No, even then, dude, like, do you really want to go out here and just wait in line the whole day, stand in the sun the whole day,
I mean,
while this is your first time knowing someone?
well, if it were me, I was a local in Orlando, and that was like the first date thing. I'd go to Epcot. I wouldn't do like one of the other parks. I'd do Epcot because you could sit down at different places, try different things, have a drink, relax, walk around. It's not like your normal theme park. It's more like restaurant hopping. So instead of going to like a movie and a restaurant, you just go restaurant hopping. Is my thought.
Yeah, yeah, but you're just doing that all in the sun, and even then, you still have lines and
Oh,
just walking and walking.
Well, what if?
Miraculously, you can go to Disney Springs
Oh, that
or
too.
just do something else. It just seems Disney just feels like this kind of extra thing you do. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
you're giving too much of an impression on a first date by going to a park, by going to a theme
Yes.
park.
Yes, definitely. Um, I mean, what is it? I'd say you go to Boardwalk 2 at Universal, but the problem is you have to pay for parking there. I think parking's
Yeah,
$20, which
yeah.
that's an
Um,
automatic disqualification for me.
before 5 o'clock, yes.
Yes, and after 5, I think it's still at least like $10, right? Or is it
It's
free?
free after 5.
Free after 5?
Mm.
Okay, then maybe.
Unless there's like Halloween Horror Nights happening.
um, one other thing though, like if you're standing in line and you just see someone walking, recording you standing in the line, what are your thoughts?
I've never had it happen to me before. There comes this thing of, do I just not pay attention or do I wave?
I always
And
wave.
I think I just freeze. I just freeze like,
Real quick though, like look how far back this line goes. Oh my god, I couldn't. Oh, and then this person joined the line too.
I get this. I mean, I do it for the zipper.
I
If I'm gonna be uncomfortable, that's what I expect from the day.
okay. Let's see. Uh,
Let's
Peter
keep
Pan's
going.
flight.
Let's just run through these.
Yeah, we got Peter Pan's flight. Um, let's see. Just kind of.
Oh no!
What?
Warning to all claustrophobics out here.
Oh yeah.
But then again, what are you doing at a theme park if you're claustrophobic?
Oh okay. Okay, so the line starts here. Okay, I was wondering what this was. I thought it was like a. And then my other thing is, like you have this section right that's kind of bottlenecking everyone together anyway. So you have the social distance on each side between the two rides. Hold on, let me show you here. You see this bottleneck here, right?
Yeah.
You have the socially
Oh,
distance here, and then just bottleneck of people because it forces everyone into the middle here. Just a it. I mean, it was annoying when there were like thousands of people here, but I couldn't imagine now. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
here's where that looks just too confusing.
Okay, so okay, I think I know.
So I have two questions here.
Uh huh.
How many people do you think came thinking, "Oh, this is gonna be great"? Not a lot of people are gonna be here.
The majority of people, because for the past how long the park's been open now, a month or two, everyone's just been like, oh, it's dead. But at the same time, you got to think, okay, it's a holiday. Uh, it's gonna be packed, and sure enough, like, trust me, I'd love to go to the parks right now. I'd just love to, but there's so much high touch, especially with like the rides itself. Like, I don't see myself going.
No, I don't. I had a chance to renew my annual pass and I completely rejected it because I'm
Yeah.
like, it's too insane at this point to go. And
Mm.
Disney got so mad they didn't even send me a magnet.
They're like, we're losing him in a month anyway, so
Exactly.
front of Cinderella Castle. Oh, nice and
Decent.
empty. Quick question, because um,
Yep.
I like to get this on record. What did you think about this paint job?
That's great. Yeah.
I like it too.
I don't remember what it looked like before, but it definitely feels like
It was like,
it looks a lot more magical now.
yeah, it was gray, sky blue, and gold. But I digress. Um,
No, let's skip
no,
the
yeah,
parade.
we all,
Yeah.
it's,
Because it's parade time. That's why.
no, what they do now, it's like they'll send like one float at a time.
Oh,
So if you look at that video, it's just Tinkerbell, and then if you come into this photo here, it's literally just Tinkerbell and nothing else, because they don't want to draw a crowd. So it's like we'll send them one at a time. Okay,
all
so
right, that's it.
that's it for
And
that one.
let's look at what I consider was the opposite of what Disney did, and let's look at Universal.
I mean,
Quick shout out to
Oh, hold on.
Our Twitter.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Please.
TBD is the name, but our at name is at Name It TBD. Follow us,
Yes.
please. We're also on Spotify and YouTube.
And
Um,
Instagram.
yes, actually, I should probably change the name on Spotify to Name It TBD
Yeah,
or
go for it.
or TBD podcast. We'll discuss that later.
We're
But
sidetracking right
yes,
now.
we're
We're
sidetracked.
losing the audience.
We got to stay on track. This is the picture from Universal, right? That you want to talk
Yeah.
about?
Oh man, what?
Oh,
I
oh,
I don't have to talk.
hold on. So, I sent you this earlier. Actually, I'm gonna. Okay, okay.
You might be able to find it in
No,
this Twitter thread.
you talk. You keep talking. Hold on. I'm gonna pull this video up.
Yeah, and I think the problem with Universal is there's a lot of tight areas there. Are
um.
normal just from that right there.
Okay, hold on. I found it. So here. Oh, I should probably turn off that music. Okay, right? Psych.
Uh,
Look at that crowd. Oh my
shoulders
god.
rubbing up against one another. How dare they?
Oh my. Oh, it's giving me the heebie-jeebies, man. I haven't been that close to people in forever.
I'm not even that close to my parents.
Exactly. Oh my
Next,
gosh.
let's go back.
Yes, let's go back to this. Keep scrolling to their feed. Also, shout out to Universal Park News Today for the photos that we're using.
For doing our work.
Ooh, I'm sorry. I got sidetracked by the drink. Sorry.
Of course, of course.
Um, ooh, I missed The Simpsons ride as a side note. I haven't been in a while, but oh my
It was always
gosh.
great, but what do you think they're doing now? It's only it's like a 8-person ride.
I There's probably like a plexiglass between the rows.
But do you think they'll stick different parties? Like if it's 2 and 2? Or do you think they're
Um,
doing 4 and just doing 2 on the edge, 2 on the other edge?
I don't know. We'll have to look into that one. But I mean, tree, Jesus, look at all these people. It's a lot of people. It doesn't look very socially distanced here.
Yeah, you said it.
Let's see here. Organized line forming down Hollywood Boulevard. Is this the
This is
oh
the
the
newest and
yes
one of their newest rides, the
yeah
Bourne Spectacular.
yes
Okay, that's
nice
decent.
yes
But there isn't much there honestly to, make any line.
yeah it's
It's like
just this going down that street
it's
if I
that and then there's like a Hello Kitty store somewhere around there.
let's see.
Rip Ride Rocket.
This is a very busy part. I know the line for that had like stretched. Yup, yeah, see here.
Yeah.
Um One thing I can't say about those socially distanced lines is that they're very deceiving. That's the word I'm looking for. Me
How
and
so?
Jazz had to stand in a line to go to IKEA. Was it like a week or two ago? And I mean, it was probably like a 5 minute, 10 minute wait, but the line wrapped around the building. So you spent most of the time just walking through the line instead of actually waiting. I think we probably stopped like 2 or 3 times, and then the rest of it was just straight going. Um, this one seems all right, but this lady seems like she's like
She's
about to
really
take
not enjoying herself.
yeah she's about to take her mask off for a second. Okay, let's see here. Do we have any more Diagon Alley? Oh, surprisingly empty. Surprisingly,
Yeah, I think this might be one of the tightest areas in the park
yeah.
too.
Maybe do you
This
think
is
maybe
whole
that's
walk up.
why
What?
that people know it's the tightest section, so they're like, I'm not gonna
No,
go.
people don't know anything. Yeah, that's there's either just random luck
Uh
or
huh.
someone a worker is there to be like, "Hey, get out the way, please."
All right, let's see. Oh, next pictures we have here. So again, we could just speed run these. Um. Oh, this is the most perfect socially distanced line out there for a Hogsmeade. Or no, yeah, Hogsmeade Station. Um,
Let's get to the Harry Potter stuff. Wait,
this one,
go right there, right there, right there. This will be the last one.
in which I believe that video is where that TikTok's from, right?
Yeah, that was at the islands version of
Yeah, line starts here. Isn't this the islands part? It's been a while.
yeah, that is
Okay. Um, my favorite picture, wood.
nothing.
Okay.
All right,
Um,
and
yeah.
all this kind of reminded me too of kind of our next topic here, and it's just what do you miss the most about being in quarantine?
Ooh, so being in quarantine, the thing I miss the most is like being able to just go out on the weekend. You know, having like those spur of the moment, oh, let's go to the mall and eat at this place, or let's drive over here and do this. It's those spur of the moment things that I really miss the most.
Yeah, it's all that it's all fear, you think about it and it's like you want to do it. Technically you can do it,
Mm-hmm.
but you're putting people at risk.
Yes, so like at least my thought is the my fear isn't getting COVID because we're both young, so we got a pretty good shot. We're both fairly healthy, whatever. I don't know exactly your health conditions. You don't know mine, but for the most part, I'd say we're like pretty good. My thing is passing it on to someone else. That's my concern the
Yes.
most. So like passing it to my parents, passing it to Jazz, passing it whoever. That's always my concern. Not necessarily getting it myself. So I always try to put uh myself in less of a situation where I can get it. So I know
Yeah,
for sure I don't pass it.
yeah, man. I think for me it's just hanging out with the boys.
I want.
That's been the hardest.
Yeah, the boys. We miss the boys. Shout out to the boys.
Shout out to the boys. Shout out to the beach.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I miss the beach too, man.
Restaurants where you can go sit inside.
Yeah, sorry. Um, was it when all this is done, we gotta have a beach day for sure.
No, for sure, yes.
We're breaking all the bad boys out. We're getting
We're breaking
drinks.
all the bad boys. We're breaking all quarantine rules
Uh-huh. We're gonna
just for this.
we're gonna stand next to each other and eat.
Full
We're
on sausage fest.
gonna
No girls allowed. Pure adulterated boys supporting boys.
boys love. We're on that BL. It's an anime term. You wouldn't understand.
No, I don't. I'm not a nerd in that level yet.
Soon I'll
I
convert you.
no, I you won't. There's
When
no way.
when we bring an anime section into this podcast, you're gonna be forced
I'm not
to.
gonna. I, I'll be making fun of it the whole day. You
That's
and
fine.
your Japanese cartoons will not do anything to me.
Bet. All right.
Okay. And that moves me on talking about beaches until how it's like to live in Miami. Miami, Florida.
305 baby.
305,
Bwah, bwah, bwah,
but also
bwah.
including 786 sometimes,
And
and
also,
some weird times 954.
yeah, we we love South Florida. We'll include we go up to
Nothing else.
Lake Worth.
Nothing else. Don't matter.
Okay, so this how it
Don't
goes.
matter.
We do South Florida and then skip everything else and Orlando. Wait, where there's
Yep.
Lakeland.
Oh, you're
Orlando.
close. Kissimmee, Orlando.
Yes.
There you
Kissimmee,
go.
Orlando. Okay.
Let's do it.
Nice. All right. So,
So I kind of just wanted people to know what it's like to live in Miami. It's very much a always hot kind of climate.
Actually, I know how to best describe this. Okay,
Let's go.
have you seen every episode of Miami Vice? It's exactly that. Fast cars, cool '80s music, suits, penny loafers, sunglasses, and guns.
Now imagine that, but because you live in Miami, you don't really see that much.
Exactly.
You know, I've met so many people from outside, and they just think, you know, how do you guys just not go to the beach every week? And we're just like, we have self-control, man. I don't know what to say to you.
Not just that, but we have lives. We got bills to pay. We got things to do. As much as we would love to go to the beach all the time, it's just
We have
not.
we have guys to fall.
Exactly. Yeah, you know, it's funny when you're a native to especially Miami, South Beach, Miami Beach. That's kind of like the last place you go.
It really is, yeah.
Cause
It shows you're a tourist if you
yes,
go there.
if you're a tourist, you definitely go there all the time, or that's like your number one beach to go to. Normally, we tend to stick to beaches in Broward because they tend to get less packed. Um, there's more space. It's
Yeah.
just nice.
Now that we're talking shit about Miami, let's just say Fort Lauderdale Beach is the exact same thing
Oh yeah,
as the Miami Beach.
yeah, definitely.
Less traffic. It still costs like $20 to park a car,
Hmm.
but it's not a killer.
Yeah. So it's funny because like downtown Broward, downtown Fort Lauderdale, they've been trying to rebrand themselves as downtown Miami for a long time.
Oh yeah.
So as long as you stay away from like the beaches near downtown, you should be good.
Yeah. And really, Miami's. I would say we break down Miami into three different areas.
Hmm.
Excuse me. I would say we break it down to three different sections, which would just be
Well,
Hialeah.
let me get a. Let me draw this out. All right. So where do you want me to
Let's
draw
go.
first?
Hialeah.
Okay.
It's like a square.
Yes.
Imagine
Yeah. So
all
Hialeah starts
all
here, goes along.
all the ugly part. This is the real Miami. You know. A lot of Hispanics.
But I said you gotta
Lot
love
lot
Hialeah. I
a
love
good amount
Hialeah.
of poverty.
Love Hialeah so much.
Oh yeah. Food's great. This
Food's
is where you'll find
amazing.
the real food.
Hmm.
That's cheap.
And delicious. I
Cheap,
let's
delicious. Let's go. Let's highlight the beaches. So from
yes. So we got.
Aventura, let's say all the way down to
Oh,
Key
actually, hold
Biscayne.
on. Wait a second. Let me.
Oh,
I gotta include uh, Rich Hialeah.
hmm.
I forgot to include Rich Hialeah. Apologies, everyone. We got Rich Hialeah here. Back to. All right. So let's go here to the beaches.
No, what are you doing? You can.
Oh
Why are you
wait.
cutting off the beach? You can live on the beach.
I forgot the literal beaches. Sorry. I was following the coast. There we go.
There
Key
you go. Yeah, Key
Biscayne.
Biscayne too.
And then bring this
And
back.
there you got cut off on the 9-1. And then we have South. There's everything underneath that. I don't think you really need to. Okay, but you will. But you're also missing Homestead. You're missing Florida City.
Florida City. Would you consider that Miami? I kind of consider the Keys because it's like right there.
No, because they
Also,
don't deserve it. The
also
Keys is
really,
still a 3-hour drive. The artist to everyone.
yes. So,
So this is kind of the weird way Miami is spread out,
mm,
really. You have the
so,
rich South.
so
You have, yeah.
you go here. This is the motto here, right?
Boy.
Oh yeah, right. And then over
Okay.
here, you got Russian. I don't know how to. This is Russian because I don't know how to write Russian.
Sure.
It's a lot of Russians. I saw a Vice news. Was it Vice? It was some news some news people. I forgot
I
who,
bet it was.
but they're doing like a documentary about Russians that pay like hundreds of thousands of dollars to come over to America and have babies in Miami, which was it was so interesting. And I was at the same time I was like, no wonder why I see so many Russians over here. It's because they all live on Aventura, Miami Beach, and all that. Because they buy like condos and all that.
Yeah, it's mostly just all rich people live there on the beaches. It's an insane price for apartments that aren't even that nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You
And
know, everything looks the same, and we'll get onto that in a little bit.
and and it's funny because like this part of Miami, at least to me, it feels like as close to the sticks as you could get. So like this part is kind of feels like the middle of nowhere in a lot of the sense.
It can, but it's
It's
still it's still a lot of like high.
it's a lot of rich houses,
Yeah,
like
but
big.
they're all kind of stacked one after another.
Yes, so it's like, wait, where's my mouse at? Okay, here it is. So like you'll see a lot of fancy houses here, right? Just whoo, money, 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 money. But like they're spread out. It's not as close and compact as everywhere else. It's not like your normal city area. It's a bit more spread out, which is kind of
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah, and then you have you know,
If
you have located University of Miami located down in that south area.
yes, isn't it like somewhere here if I remember
Yeah,
correctly?
let's say so. Yeah.
Um, what is it? And then what kind of like I would like to live down here if I had the money. Not specifically here, but like this area. But it's so far away from everything else. Like the closest thing is the Keys. You
You're
know, you're far away from the airport. Where's far away from
the
the
airport's like
airport
around
here?
Sweetwater. Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
airport's right here. So like if you're down here, you gotta go all this way, cross over to get to the airport. It's just a lot.
You're still nowhere near the beach too.
Yeah, because none of
You
this.
still have to go to that
Yeah,
dreaded
well,
US 1.
yeah, none of this is beach here. None of this is beach. This is all
No, that's
swampland. Let me clean this up a wee bit here.
uninhabitable.
Yeah. So the only beaches are really up here. I think you got one here, or that's the marina. The marina's here or here.
That's the marina. Yeah.
And then up here you have some more beaches. So you got to go a long ways for everything. Point I'm saying is living down in Kendall is just it's a pain
It's just bleh, you know.
because you're far away from
Because where
everything.
we are, because it's like, yeah, if you're down south or up, if you're down in the black or up in the red, you're still 30 minutes to everything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Even the blue. I mean, it's not that bad being in the blue because at least you could hop on 95 and go anywhere.
Well, if you're in the blue, you're rich enough to just have a
Yeah,
private jet and get out of there.
yeah. And then oh, that's another thing about living down here, in this area, is the main highway to get out is a toll. So like the quickest way to get out, toll. This is free, but it takes a hot minute.
Yeah, that gets you on 95,
Yes.
and then you can also take a bit to get onto Palmetto
Yeah, that's this
from
one.
Pinecrest.
Palmetto's
No,
here.
Palmetto.
Oh wait.
No,
Oh yeah, yeah,
Palmetto's
yeah,
from
yeah.
where it says Pinecrest straight up.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's still a break off from the turnpike. So
Yeah,
like
it's still uncomfortable for people.
if
Yeah,
if you're down in Florida City, which is a little
but
bit more down this way, you gotta
there is a
take
point.
continue.
There is a point going south where it's just like you have to take the turnpike, or else you're gonna take a while to get down to the beach, to get down to the Keys.
Yeah, and with the turnpike, it's just because me and Jazz have done this before, where we've gone to Florida City to shop. By the way, Florida City has wonderful outlet mall. Um, at one point, the only highway down there is the turnpike, but it literally leads to the street just before the Keys. So that's the quickest way to get down to the Keys and to get back up.
Let me add, Florida City has the best milkshakes as well.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's see. Anything else?
And I wanted to get into just as well my what I was saying about apartments.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Can we open that up?
Let me.
Just I don't really get it. I have
Oh, hold on. Where it
I drive
disappeared
a
on me?
lot around that Miami Beach downtown area,
Hold on. Give
and
me a.
also that whole US 1 section, which is I don't know if you can see the map. It's that.
Oh, it's coming up now. There we
Yeah.
go.
These apartments don't look nice. You know, you have identical.
And this kind of also goes with the whole Miami Vice theme.
Hmm.
I mean, these are classic Florida apartments here, man. This is
Let me just say I got these. It's just a random street. I just dropped the way in.
Florida Ave. Where
Right
are
here,
we, by the way?
you're nearby the library.
Oh, hello. Where'd I
Right
go?
in a parking lot right now.
Take me back to the street. Oh, we're on Collins Avenue.
Yeah, you're on Collins. Collins, like the library's to your left.
Yeah, yeah, we're down A1A. Okay. Okay, I know where we are now. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Let's find some more. Oh, here's some good places over here. Let's.
Ooh.
Actually, this
Yeah,
is good.
look at this. Yeah, look at this. You're just stuck with houses that looks ugly.
Oh, I think they're doing construction. Isn't that what that is? No, those
No,
are just red bars. Okay, never
that's
mind.
red bars.
Ooh, I like that up there though. Not that bad. But
Random
I mean, the problem with living down here, there's actually a few problems. The first one, flooding. So we get a lot of rain. If you're not from Florida, you might not know, but it rains a lot. So you see like that what's that, like a foot, maybe half an inch. I mean half a foot of separating the ocean from the street. Yeah. So if you
That's
get
like a
hmm?
that is a handprint away from touching
Yes.
the sidewalk.
That is at every. I think right here it's actually touching. Oh no, wait, this is a wall, right? Yeah, that's a
That's
wall.
a wall.
Never mind. It looked like a. I don't know why. It looked like a slant to me. But yeah, I mean, it's that close.
Yeah, down here we have what's called King Tide season,
Yeah.
and that is October through November, and essentially that is the point where Miami floods the most.
Actually,
So you have
I'm sorry. Continue.
you just have areas that are just so flooded to the point where you can step in boots, like
Mm-hmm.
knee-high boots, and the boots almost get covered up.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about 3 inches at least of rain, of water.
Yeah, and sorry for cutting you off before. What I thought this was because they have some sections of like A1A and stuff that they're preparing for floods, and I thought that's what this was, but they're just repaving. I believe these are hotels though.
Maybe, maybe not. No, I doubt that is. Yeah, that's a club. That's Royal
Well,
Club.
I mean like just just these places going down
You
the
might be
street.
getting nearby Fountain Blue soon.
Yeah, it's fine.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
There you go.
So,
That's a hotel.
mm-hmm. And then the next thing, uh, that I don't like about the thought of living downtown or on A1A or any of that with the hurricanes. So when the hurricane comes, the open water normally has like the strongest wind because there's nothing resisting it. And the more inland you go, you have buildings that kind of reduce the impact of the wind and everything. But here, these people are facing straight out to the ocean, so they're getting like the strongest possible wind that you can get. And if people got to take the stuff off the balconies, if you don't have people taking stuff off the balconies, it's just going flying everywhere. You can't. Oh, let's see. Ooh, Tropicana.
Tropicana.
Yeah.
Which, funny enough, can be found somewhere on the way to Orlando.
Yes, there's a. I believe it's a street. Or no?
Yeah.
Is it Tropicana or is it what's the other one? Um, I can't remember the name of it. Oh
No, I'm
shucks.
pretty sure it's Tropicana.
No,
It's
but
definitely not. It's not Simply.
all right. So
This is Ball
and
Harbor, everyone.
hold on, and we're in. Okay,
All right.
I had
Next
to
one, he.
cut that. Okay, continue.
And next up here we have Ball Harbor. This is somewhere near north of Miami-Dade County.
Well, this is really nice though.
No, it is, but you just have houses that just stack up on top of each other.
Oh yeah, this is the mall. Okay,
Ball
and
Harbor shops.
yes, yes, yes. Okay, I remember where this is now.
Rest in peace, the Fifth SACAF. That's gonna get kicked out there soon.
Oh yeah, poor Fifth. But yeah, I mean, again, my point is with the.
And
Hmm?
yeah, those look nicer.
Yeah, I was about to say, I would like to live in one of these. These are very um, retro Miami, and I love these houses.
So I do have to ask, what do you prefer? Do you prefer to live in a house or apartment? If you had money, if you had the money to live anywhere you want in Miami, where do you go?
Oh, I'd get a plot of land over in horse country because
Horse
over there,
country?
yeah, it's over. It's like Sunrise. So Broward County, and it's horse country. So, like, there's people with like an acre of land, half an acre, whatever, and it's very quiet back there. And
No,
it's
but we're talking like you want to go to the beach. You want to pretend like you want to splash that like that Lamborghini, Bugatti.
hmm.
You're not gonna go to horse country.
Hold on, hold on. If I had money,
Go to Sawgrass Mills Mall. Go get the
hmm,
Burger King.
hold on. Let me show you what. If I had the money, you want to know where I'd go?
Go.
I'd get this house.
Oh,
This is a nice house, man.
this isn't where Versace died, was it?
It is. Actually, those are the steps right there in front, but right next to this lady. But his mansion is amazing. Have you seen the Versace show on Netflix?
I have not. No,
Highly recommend it. It's very
it's
good.
an FX show. First of all.
Well, I mean, I saw it on Netflix. Is my point. But
Oh
definitely,
man,
I would love to live here.
this is the peak house, everyone. You
This
know.
is the peakest of peak Miami living. I'd come out here in the morning. I mean, it's kind of sad that they turned this into a tourist destination.
I mean, you know what? Can you? Is that a restaurant? Wait, is there a restaurant now too?
No, 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 no. It's not.
Because that looks like
Hmm.
a menu.
No, no, no. Those are pictures of like the mansion and stuff, or like pictures throughout the mansion. Okay, there we go. That's better. Um, see, look inside here, bro. Come on,
Ah, oh, this is insanity.
bro. It's so gaudy and, bro, it's so nice. Look at that. It's just so gaudy and wonderful. Again, we're getting off topic from the rest of the houses. Sorry. We brought it back. We brought it back.
Okay. Just in time for me to just say let's move on then. You know, I recalled you talking about hurricanes and the danger they are. Let's talk about hurricanes that aren't dangerous. And that's our Miami hurricane. And in talk of that, let's talk about all sports in Miami.
Woo woo! Alright, so as of the recording of this video, the Heat just beat the Buccaneers. What is it, 103-93? Right?
You're thinking of two different sports, my dude. You
I
meant
mean,
to say your
Milwaukee
Miami Heat just finished being the Milwaukee
Bucks,
Bucks
103-94.
taking this series.
I said Buccaneers, I meant Bucks. Whoopsies.
No, let's pull up the picture.
Our pro mass propaganda.
Pro mass propaganda. Isn't it just lovely, everyone?
It is definitely lovely. Look at that. We got the actual Buccaneers. We got
Buccaneers? What?
Miami teams. Actually, these three Miami teams, and I guess we'll include the Marlins in this. I guess.
Yeah, you can't talk about Miami without talking about sports. I think it's a big aspect of most people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
Just a way to get through these days.
Oh,
You
I
know,
mean,
and even then, just teams that are here don't even complete everything that's in Miami.
yes. So funny story. Um, when when the MLS season started, it was about the time everything shut down. Um, I had purchased a month of ESPN Plus to watch some of the MLS games, right?
Oh no.
Right? And then the day after I bought it, and they already charged my card, the season was like, oh yeah, so we're just gonna stop for a month. Same thing happened
No, I,
with
I I
the
thought
Heat.
I thought you were gonna say we had tickets to go to Inter Miami
Oh,
first game,
yeah,
and I remember it was supposed to be on a Saturday.
yes,
That Friday, you're like, they're not gonna close it, right? And I'm like, most likely yes.
yes,
And then it came out. Rudy Gobert came out positive,
yes, and
and every sport just got canceled in just one
one
Thanos.
swoop. It was in one swoop around the world. Everything just whoop. Everything Thanos snapped itself closed, basically, and it really hurt.
So that happened. You know, we had to fight over these Inter Miami tickets that we now lost, that were now just in the ether.
Yeah, I think SeatGeek said they were supposed to refund me. Like they finally got back to me, so they should be funding me back soon. Actually, let me
They should. Fuck SeatGeek.
unless they sponsor us. If then use our offer code whenever we have it for $20 off your first
Use
purchase.
the offer code TBD right now for nothing off.
Yeah, exactly. Go to SeatGeek, put in some tickets for something that you can't go to because of the virus, right? And then just put in TBD news at checkout, and nothing will happen.
Guaranteed.
100% guaranteed. That's our lifetime link, by the way.
So let's go back to sports.
Mm-hmm.
Um, in Miami, we have a tradition of we have a love-hate relationship with the Miami Dolphins.
Oh man, where do you want to start with this? Do you want
I'm
to?
gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you.
Okay, so I've been a fan of the Dolphins, since I was born. So when I was a kid, my uncle had season tickets on the 50-yard line, right? And it was like the 100 section row, maybe 10, so it wasn't like right there on the line where the dugout was. Also, he had it on the not the dugout, the sideline. Um, he had it on the Dolphin side. So, I was always going to games, always enjoying it. Wonderful. Um, but, I had fun, great memories, all that. But the problem was we always lost, right? And at the time when I was a kid, when you were a kid too, we had the best defense in the league, right? Number one defense. But we
Mm.
had the worst offense
But we
by
had Jay Fielder, wasn't it?
yeah, we had the worst offense by like a country mile, right? So, you know, we would always stop whatever progress the other team made, 4 and out, 4 and out, 4 and out, and then just turn over the ball to give it right back to the opposing team. It was hard.
And now today, the same thing's still happening.
Oh yeah.
Our defense will do amazing,
Mhm.
and then we'll still go 4 and out.
But
Our top rusher is our quarterback, who isn't even a running quarterback.
yeah, Fitzpatrick. You know, it's a, and another thing about being a Dolphins fan, it always hurts seeing players from your team go off to other teams and be good or even better than before, because
Mhm.
that just solidifies how bad we are.
Yep, you
Perfect.
had like Wes Welker was
Yes,
probably the example there.
he's the best example, but the most recent is Tannehill. We
Mm.
Wait a second. My dad was on Tannehill for years saying how he was garbage. I'm like, Dad, he's not bad. It's just we're bad. Our coaching staff is horrible. The owners are bad. Like it just doesn't work. Like we need to let him play. We need to build it around him instead of form him into the rest of the team.
Instead of just third down, third and long, let's just pitch it to the side and see what
Yo,
happens.
okay, hold on. So the thing that used to piss me off growing up, right? Well, that used to piss me off in the
Mhm.
Tannehill ages is that they did not let this guy throw for like over 20 yards. They tried it a couple times for good success, but they just stopped for some reason. I don't know. It doesn't. I just don't understand why. I never understood why they did
And
that.
Tannehill was always like a good short and medium passer. He
Yes.
could rarely get the long passes done, but they always every time they first got the ball, they're like, "Let's try a 50-yarder,"
Wait a second.
and rarely would that go through.
I'm not. I'm not like. I'm not saying throw for 50. My gripe with it was that they always kept it like 10-yard passes, 15-yard passes. I'm like, yo, just go for like 20. Go for like a 25. You know, mix it up a little bit. Just hit the defense, hit the opposing defense with something like they won't know that's coming, you know? Because if you keep throwing 10-yard passes, they're just going to set up zones right there. And it just, sure enough, every time, it was just horrible.
Yeah. Um, I want to say for my Miami Dolphins story,
Mm-hmm.
it took me a while to become a fan. It wasn't until my sister wanted to get me NFL 2K '03
2K.
that I was. Yeah, this is when the NFL license was still up for grabs.
Oh, okay.
And at this point, my sister was like, "You should get it," and I'm like, "Okay, fine, I'll get it." And I was like, "All right, this is my team now, I guess."
Mm-hmm.
Jay Fielder, perfect in my opinion. I never watched him play, but he was perfect to me. Ricky Williams,
Oh, yeah. Ricky Williams. Oof. What a story there.
Jason Taylor,
Mm-hmm.
Zach Thomas.
Legends, those two.
Oh my God, Chambers.
Uh,
What's his first name?
um, Will Chambers? I think no. That's
No.
basketball, right?
Uh,
Um,
we'll, we'll cut that out. But essentially, I had this team in my mind that I was like, they're great. They have a cool looking mascot. Not what you see there. They've been changing it for years and years and years.
mm-hmm.
And then I grew up to the point where I'm like, let me actually watch them. And I'm like, oh no, oh no,
Mistakes were made.
yeah. And I remember one of the first few years we go 1-15
Uh,
to the point where now like Greg Camarillo pass gets that pass done. He becomes a legend in Miami
mm-hmm.
just for catching a ball and running 80 yards all the way home to give us our first ever win.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember that. There's so many. There are. Do you? What are your favorite Miami memories? Miami Dolphin memories? I think I know at least three. That being one of them.
Okay, so
If you need time, I'll go.
no. We could go back and forth here. So like the first thing that comes to my mind when I think of the Miami Dolphins as a memory is I don't remember what year it was. It was still when Jason Taylor, Zach Thomas were playing. It was towards the end of the career. I know it was that, and we needed a home victory versus the Bills. Was it Buffalo Bills? Yes, and we lost it by like the narrowest of margins. And I remember going out to my patio, sitting down and just crying. And I'm like, we're never gonna make the playoffs. We're never gonna like. I was just crying, crying. I was like, oh my god, this will never happen. Sure enough, it's only happened once since then,
Happened once,
and we got blown out
and
by the Steelers.
but we made it. No, no,
And
no, we didn't get blown by Steelers when we made the playoffs.
the last time
That was last time. It was Ravens.
the point is, okay, so it's happened twice since then. The two times we got blown out by the by the Steelers and the Raiders. The Raiders? I thought it was the Ravens. Anyway,
Ravens.
Ravens. Okay.
And yeah, going back, my another one of my memories was that one year we finally made the playoffs. We went. I forgot what we went. I think it may have been 10-6 or 9-7.
Mhm.
But our last game, we had to go against the dreaded Jets,
Mhm.
including special cameo by Brett Favre.
Okay.
Where Brett Favre had a shit game, threw
Uh-huh.
an interception to us to lock the game up.
Hmm.
I remember that. That was amazing. Just thinking Miami in the playoffs.
What a wonderful thought.
Then we got beat by the Ravens pretty bad
Yes.
because we had
No
we
depth.
had no quarterback. We had Chad Pennington. Chad Pennington threw 4 interceptions. Chad Henne was on the bench. I was just like, just give the man a try. Never got anything.
Yeah. And then let's see my next story. It's kind of a throwback one. And it's not even really anything to do with the Dolphins, more of the crowd. So, one of the times that my uncle took me to the Dolphins game, it was, oh, I forgot what year it was. It was still when Jay Cutler was playing. Was it Cutler? Yeah, Jay Cutler. Was Jay his first name? Anyway,
Yeah,
Cutler
Jay
was
Cutler.
playing. Yeah, Cutler was playing, and it was a Thursday night game in the winter. So over there by the stadium, the temperature drops real quick over there, right? So I'm sitting there cold, whatever, and there's a lady like a row or two ahead of me, who we were playing the Chicago Bears at the time. She was like blackout drunk, right? And she was yelling at everyone, trying to start fights with me and the people around me. Like at the time, I was a little kid, and I'm like, "Lady, why you bothering me?" So
How old were you at the time? Like what, 6, 7?
I was probably like 7, maybe 10, somewhere around there, right?
Okay.
And I'm just thinking like, what the hell's wrong with this lady? She's trying to fight another guy behind me, people in front of her, like, and the husband's there like, oh, like calm down, calm down, calm down. And my uncle threw a couple words at the husband for not handling the situation. And we ended up getting her ejected from the stadium. And I think that was like the one of the few times that we actually beat the Bears. So it was working in our favor because we were just like, "Oh, shut up! You guys are losing," and
Yeah.
that just made her more mad. So that was a happy memory.
That's surprising because yeah, nowadays it could be fairly easy to beat the Bears. I think
Oh yeah.
they don't have much going for them at the moment. I'd say my third favorite moment. Let me take you back.
Mhm.
High school,
Mhm.
sometime 2013, I want to say.
Okay.
Halloween night.
Uh huh.
First time I ever go trick or treating because I have no friends until now
Uh
that
huh.
actually want to go out.
Uh huh.
I go, I do all this. It's fun as hell. Whatever. Come back home. It's time to go sleep. I'm like, sure. Pretend to go to sleep. Wake up, and I just wake up and I turn on the TV, super low volume. The Dolphins are playing the Bengals.
Uh huh.
Thursday night football, Halloween.
Ooh. Okay. I think I remember that game.
Cam Wake comes out, goes to overtime. Cam Wake comes out of nowhere and gets a safety to win the game.
Oh yes, yes.
And I remember being livid, just out jumping all around, but not enough to wake up my parents.
Yes. Let's see if I got one more. Do I have one more when I think of the Dolphins? I think of the Dolphins.
I got
Oh,
another one if you want to go.
um, actually, this one's fairly recent, but it was still like a crazy thing. I mean, it wasn't crazy in the sense that it actually meant something, because in the end we did make the playoffs, but it was the Miami Miracle.
Oh, dude, yeah, last year. Okay.
Yes, last year when we beat the Patriots like last second. Oh my god, I just remember going bananas. That was the best. If you guys don't know, look up Miami Miracle. It's really
I think by this point it's become like our most popular play ever.
yeah, and if it was against anyone else, I don't think it'd be so big, but it's because it was the Patriots. We
It
always
was the
like
Patriots. This game ended up meaning the Patriots didn't get, the first, second seed in the playoffs.
yes. It meant nothing to us. It meant more to them, and that's what
It
made it
screwed
mean.
them over, yeah.
Yeah, that's what made it mean something to us. That's the perfect explanation I got.
And we still were able to get to a Tagovailoa.
Yes. Tank
I
for
I
two.
I
Tank
remember
for
you were you
two.
you were also like, God damn it, now we're gonna be fifth.
Oh
Now we're
yeah.
now we're gonna pick later.
Yeah. So my whole stance for last year, especially after going like 0-9, I think we went 0-9, right? It was something like that.
Something like that,
We
yeah.
we were more than halfway there. I was like, you might as well go full tank now. I mean, there's only like 7 games left. You just forget it. So when we beat the Patriots, I mean, yeah, I was like happy because of what it meant to the Patriots, but at the same time, I was like, I think we just screwed ourselves over.
No, for sure, man. And and what other teams that we have here to talk about? We have in Miami we talked about. How do you feel about the Heat?
I hope they get far. You know,
No,
um,
but when did you become a Heat fan? When
oh,
did that kind of get embedded into you?
when I became a Heat fan, it was in elementary school, around 2005, 2006 when we won our first championship. So what with my PE teacher at the time was a very big Heat fan, and he just like shoved it down our throats. He even had like a Heat day. I mean, I went out and got a Shaq jersey, got a Wade jersey for it. I mean,
He made you buy those $80 jerseys.
no, me and my mom went to Sears and we got like the $20 ones,
Uh-huh.
like the ones that are just printed on. Like the cheaper jerseys.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And man, that's when I became a Heat fan, really. And then I think it was two. It wasn't 2K at the time. I think it was like NBA Live or something like that. Whatever the NBA game was at that time. And I just played the hell out of the Heat, man. Shaq, Wade, Haslam. Oh my god, what? Oh my gosh, I can't remember the other guy's name. Oh my gosh.
Morning?
Yes, Alonzo Mourning. Thank you. Like I was thinking of his school, and I was thinking of all his charities, but I couldn't remember his name.
Yeah, he has a school named after him. Come on, man.
Yeah. Um. Okay. So, do you have anything about the Heat?
Honestly, I gotta say, dude, I wasn't a big Heat fan until now.
Oh, really?
Dude, yeah, we went through this whole motion where we even got LeBron James. It was the big three:
Yeah.
LeBron, Wade, Bosh.
You weren't a fan through that?
No, I just thought it was too hipster to become a fan. I was like, well,
Oh.
if I do it now, I'm gonna look fake. Which, yeah, most people did, especially that the Ray Allen game,
Oh man.
Game
Yo,
Six.
that Ray Allen. Ooh. Hold on. Hold on. You can't see it now, but I'm wearing my back-to-back champions hat and my I'm wearing both of the hats. What is it? The 20. Oh wait, this is the 2012 one. Hold on. Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, we got the back-to-back hat and then the first time hat. Yeah. Got both these hat on. So the funny thing about the back-to-back years. So in 2012, I watched the games, whatever. Um, when it came to 2013, I was actually out of the country at the time. I was in Germany when we won, right? So I had no way of watching the games. All I could do was, uh, like, what you call it, read in the newspaper what happened, and call my dad for him to tell me. And man, I was so happy. Real quick, I
Damn, we had Gary Payton on the during the '06 Heat team?
yeah.
Dude, that's insane.
What is it? Real quick, this kind of just shows the quality of the hats that I bought. The lack of quality, I should say. Sorry, I should probably speak into the mic as I'm saying this.
Yep.
That, mind you, I haven't worn these hats at all. Even when I bought them, I put them in storage. I just pulled them out for this exact moment. And on the back-to-back hat, there's like a metal clap for the back strap. I don't know how, but there's rust on it or like
Oh,
oxidation, and I'm like, how? I've never worn it. There's no moisture going to this. How? So that kind of just shows how cheaply made this was, and that
I
kind of
think they
disappoints
cheaply made it because they were like, "Don't worry, you're gonna buy the three-peat hat soon."
me. That one we're just gonna make out of Play-Doh.
Yeah, that one was ruined by the Mavs.
I mean, I like Mark Cuban as a businessman, as an NBA owner. No, I don't like him.
I mean,
Kind
well,
of off
that
topic.
made me want to bring up. How do you feel about David Beckham as the head of Inter Miami?
Oh, I love it.
Do you feel scared because because he's a big athlete? Like, you know,
Um,
you have this fear and kind of negativity that goes around it. I think the biggest example is Michael Jordan being the head of the Hornets,
so,
of the Charlotte
uh,
team, I should say.
so my thing with that, right, is the Inter Miami. Well, David Beckham. He's not like the biggest, uh, what you call it, the biggest soccer player of all time. He's one of the greatest, yes, but he's not the biggest. So I don't think he has that effect on people. I think more, especially if he was able to come visit the team, I think that'd be a great morale booster. And them saying like, okay, I've met the owner. I know like his thoughts. I know all that. A great example is Matuidi. Like he came on, he had a wonderful performance. I don't know if you saw the game
Yeah.
against Nashville. He was doing fantastic. I mean, this guy hopped straight off the plane from Italy. He was in Juventus, right? Yeah,
Yep.
came
Mhm.
straight from Italy, and he was just killing it, man. He was he. I mean, I'd love to see him after he's been with the team for a few more weeks. I mean, he was getting in the box and challenging for headers. It was great. It was nice to see um, like, how should I say, not a professional, they're all professional, but a um um what's the word, experienced, there you go, an experienced
Mhm.
player such as himself who's been through different countries and done it everywhere.
Yeah, I'll make it even better once they add Higuain too.
Oh no,
Another player that has traveled and gone across and has scored
no,
goals.
I don't want
Yes,
Higuain, man. I
we
don't.
need a striker. It's either him or Falcao. And Falcao gets injured all the time.
Oh my gosh, who would I rather? Uh, oh my
Let's
god.
keep going.
Okay, yeah,
We
yeah.
have the next. We have the two other elephants in the room. That being the Miami Marlins. I must say I've never been a fan of the Marlins. I always felt like every time they get someone good or people that they may not be good, but they were Miami players. They would
Okay,
just tip them off.
So I'm gonna sound real hipster saying this, but the
Go.
Florida Marlins were way better, right?
Hmm.
When I was growing up, that was like when we won the World Series. That team was just nuts.
The first
Um,
or second?
hmm?
First or
Both,
second?
both,
Okay.
both teams. The team when they played at Dolphin Stadium, the team was ran good. They were trying to actually win something. When we moved to Little Havana, built a stadium, changed the name and logo 2 times. It's just rebranding just to get more money, basically.
Yeah, but, we have a tendency within the last 20 years we have sold off our team
Mm-hmm.
multiple times. Even after we won the first championship, we sold players. We somehow won a second one in between all of that.
Yes.
And then afterwards we kept selling and selling, and it just it messed us up. I remember we growing up, like high school, middle school. I'm sorry, elementary, middle school. I remember names like Dan Ugla, Cody Ross. You
Mm-hmm.
know, they weren't the best, but they were like the ones that I could remember and that were the big names.
Mm-hmm.
They just got shipped out for pennies on the dollar or just released.
Yeah. Um. But
You
yeah.
know, you get a nice player. You get your Giancarlo Stanton who can hit the ball, and that's about it. And we get him. We sign him a big ass contract. Then we get rid of him.
Yeah.
What's the point?
And then what is it? Like, I don't know. Ever since like the move and everything, I just fell off with the Marlins. I just don't even bother. The MLB in general, really. I mean,
It's just it's not a fun game.
yeah.
Maybe to play it. To play it, it's probably fun.
Just to watch it,
Everything
man.
else, no, no. I can't sit around and wait. And you're right now on the next big elf in the room, the Florida
Panthers.
Panthers.
Now, when I was younger, my mom used to get tickets to the Panthers from her job, which going to a Panthers game is really fun. My mom said her favorite part of going to a Panthers game is that it's in the AC.
Oh yeah, it's
So,
really cold in there. It's
oh
really
yeah,
cold in that arena.
yeah. So,
I've never been to a Panthers game. I've been to the arena once, and that's it.
really, you've only been
Yeah,
once?
I've only been once to that arena just for a concert.
Well, what is it? Yeah, it's really nice. They really put on a show. You get if I paid money for those tickets, I feel like I got my money's worth.
Yeah, I know. The Panthers are. I think what they are the cheapest ticket in all of NHL and maybe even all sports.
Well, yes, probably. I mean, if you think about it, they got a real steep mountain to climb, being an ice sport in one of the hottest places in the country, where no one, and I mean no one, has probably seen ice in at least a year, right? I mean, actually, no. Let me rephrase that. The people here, like, there's no ice. There's just no ice. The only ice you see is from your freezer. That's the only ice you
Yeah,
get.
you might get hail like one time a year, and that's it. And even then, probably not.
And by the time the hail hits the ground, it already melted. So
Yep.
it just turns back to rain.
Yeah, yeah, that's the struggle they have. You
Exactly.
know, a cold sport in a hot area, and also they're not good.
Yeah, but they're very entertaining. I'll give them that.
I bet. But it's just like even the color scheme itself. Look at what you have with all three Miami teams.
Mm-hmm.
You have a nice colorful thing, and then you have this kind of boring red and blue, red and dark blue.
Yeah. What is it? Ooh, excuse me. The Florida Marlins. They just like ripped off Heat Vice Night for this.
Yeah,
I remember when they used to have orange and teal in there, and they tried to mix it up with some yellow. Now it's just, oh, we're just sticking with Miami Vice. We're just gonna stick with that.
and I think at that, let's just wrap it up
Alrighty. So thank you
for.
guys for listening. It's been a
Thank
pleasure.
you. We'll be here next week, whether you like it or not.
Yes,
Please give us a follow on all our socials.
yes, we got Instagram and Twitter. We're find us at Name It TBD, YouTube, TBD Podcast, Spotify, TBD Podcast. We might change it though to Name It TBD. So just look for our faces when you look for it, and you'll find us. We'll be
Yeah.
streaming in our picture.
We'll be doing and just want to say we'll be doing a face reveal at 1,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Yes,
So please keep an eye out for that and help support us by spreading the word.
yes. And what is it? Our current faces, as in post quarantine. We got the long hair. We're looking good. We gotta.
Yeah.
Though the picture you'll see is an old one. We've changed since then. We've become. It's like the SpongeBob song.
We
Now that we're
haven't.
men.
We're still not men. No,
Yes.
we're
No.
still not there.
Okay. We're halfway there. Living on a prayer. All right, guys. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.